What up? It's Wall Street. And that's probably why you clicked on the video, because you can't get enough. Well, I'm here to give you more. And today I want to talk about the LA Clippers and the Oklahoma City Thunder, because they have some business that is going to be done this coming summer. What I'm talking about is, if you remember, all those ages ago, or however many months ago, let's say like 6, 7, 8 months ago, when Paul George used to play for the Los Angeles Clippers, the way he got there was by a massive trade between the Clippers and the Thunder, in which the Clippers essentially traded away, I think it was 7 first-round picks, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is now the leading candidate for the MVP race, in exchange for Paul George. And there might have been some other things that went with Paul George, but this was done because Kawhi Leonard said he wasn't going to sign with the Clippers, allegedly, unless Paul George was also going to be there, right? So they gave Kawhi what he wanted, right? Kawhi was just coming off, the championship run with the Raptors. So they were like, we got to give this guy whatever he wants. We do not care. We're going to do it. However, that has not panned out positively for the Clippers, because they have been stuck in basketball purgatory, in a state of mediocrity for quite some time now. And if they slip a little bit this season and do not wind up making the playoffs, they are giving the Oklahoma City Thunder a chance to potentially land Cooper Flagg or another top 5 pick in Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper or VJ Edgecombe or Igor Demon, one of those guys. Because, as I mentioned, 7 first-round picks went to the Oklahoma City Thunder in this trade for Paul George, say 6 years ago now. So OKC has the right to swap its 2025 first-round pick for either Houston's 2025 first-round pick, which is protected for selections 1 through 10, or they can swap with the Clippers' 2025 first-round pick that has no protections. So the Clippers currently are sitting at 7th in the Western Conference at a record of 20-15. And they are only 2 games ahead of the team in 10th. So if they have any slight skid here, for, let's say they go on a 5-game losing streak, they are in dramatic jeopardy of allowing the Western Conference powerhouse, Oklahoma City Thunder, to get even better. And this just shows how much of a genius Sam Presti is, because he has really just swindled team after team. And, we all thought after, they basically blew up the team with Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Well, I guess that wasn't really Sam Presti's doing. But, James Harden went to Houston. KD went to Golden State. Russ stuck around for a little while, won MVP, averaged a couple of triple doubles, nothing too crazy. Shout out Russ. And you're telling me that they're back on top just a short while later? It's been like, 8-10 years, but it's crazy. So the Thunder are currently sitting at 30-5. Second only to the Cleveland Cavaliers in the entire NBA, who sit at 31-4. But it's just incredible. And OKC has more picks, too, in this upcoming draft. I think they own the Sixers pick if they fall outside of, like, the top 7 or something. So Philly's projected right now to pick at number 8. That goes to OKC. Miami's pick also goes to OKC. Clippers pick goes to OKC. And then, obviously, the Clippers, if OKC swaps with them, which seems like it's going to happen regardless of where the Clippers finish, Clippers would probably pick either 29th or 30th in the first round. So For a Clippers team that's aging and is just kind of stuck in a bad spot, you never really want to be mediocre in the NBA. You want to be either bad, so you're collecting high draft picks, or good and contending for a title. Because you don't really win anything if you're just kind of mid. It's not really how the league works, unfortunately. So it's a real possibility that if the Clippers start skidding, they're fairly susceptible to injuries. Kawhi Leonard just came back. He made his season debut against the Hawks yesterday. So there's a lot of stuff that could go wrong here. And if James Harden goes down and Kawhi Leonard goes down, the Thunder are staring at a couple of lottery picks, especially if the Sixers maintain their rise towards the top but don't make the cut for the playoffs. It's just going to be wild, very wild. So if the Thunder wind up with Cooper Flagg and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins MVP and Jalen Williams, J-Dub, is a first-time All-Star this year, I don't know how you're going to stop this team. It's going to be a dynasty. It's just going to be an absolute dynasty. We're in January right now, so who knows? By the time Cooper Flagg is actually, on draft night, the Thunder might be champions, and they might have the number 1 overall pick, or the number 2, or the number 3 overall pick. It's just the Thunder are the most perfect example in the league of the rich get richer, and it's all because of how smart Sam Presti was in investing in the future of the team, right? And just because you can't see, what's going to happen in 2025 when you're in 2018 doesn't mean that it's not going to be good, right? So he wagered that the future was going to be bright for them, especially with picking up SGA from the Clippers. He really just hit this one out of the park. It's impeccable to me just how amazing of a GM he is. He really should win Executive of the Year every single year, because every single year he has a trade that he made 6 years ago pay off. It's insane. It's insane. And he's just a savant. He's just an absolute savant. But, if the Thunder wind up with Cooper Flagg and my Washington Wizards end up, getting the 5th overall pick, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be super sad. I'll cry. I might actually cry. But, I have high hopes. I'm hoping the Wizards come away with the number 1 pick. I would be okay with the number 2 or number 3 pick as well, but I'm just super nervous about a team that finishes as the worst team in the league. They always get the 5th overall pick. It just seems like that's what happens. And, I'm pretty sure the first, or the worst team in the league has, I think, a 45 or 50% chance to pick 5th. You have 15% for all of the other ones. I think number 1 is the highest. You have 14%, and then after that, number 2 is a little bit less, 3 is less, 4 is less, and then 5 is just massive. So I would much rather finish second worst, but we just lost to the Pelicans back-to-back because this team sucks. And we'll see what happens. But not a good weekend as a Wizards fan. A Friday night loss and then a Sunday night loss. Horrible. So please keep me in your prayers. And I just wanted to talk about this because I was just thinking about it, and it's crazy. It's crazy. If Cooper Flagg is on the Oklahoma City Thunder next year, I'm gonna put my head through a door. I'm just gonna be wicked mad. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about the Thunder and their strategy to just compile draft picks. How smart they are. Would love to know your thoughts on what we've discussed here today. So, without further ado, I'll let you guys go. Take it easy. Stay safe. Watch some hoops. Do what you gotta do. Handle business. Stand on business. Peace out.